You sit tight, we have a lot to cover in a couple of minutes. This is the Prosecco DOC journey from grape to glass. We are in northeast of Italy, in the dreamland between Veneto and Friuli Venezia Giulia region, a territory full of charming cities, stunning landscapes, and where the most popular sparkling wine of the world is produced. First come the grape. Glera is the main local variety used in the making of Prosecco DOC. In fact, the minimum quantity of it is set to 85%. While the remaining 15 can be from other varieties of white grape, including Chardonnay. A different approach is used for Prosecco DOC Rosé, where Pinot Noir is allowed to be used together with the Glera. Depending on the general weather condition of the season, the grapes are ripe and ready to be picked between late August and September. This is when the optimal ratio between sugar content and acidity is achieved on the grapes in order to obtain a very balanced wine. After the harvest, the grapes are quickly moved into the cellar, where the stalks are removed, and the grapes are lightly pressed into steel tanks to extract the must, a grape juice that still contains the skins that will later be removed. At this stage, the must is decanted and yeast are added to activate the first fermentation. In the next couple of weeks, the yeast will turn the sugar into alcohol, essentially making wine. After the first fermentation, the wine is filtered to remove all the yeast, and the clear product is ready for the second fermentation in tanks called autoclaves. This method is also known as the Martinotti method. The second fermentation lasts from a minimum of 30 days to about 60, depending on the variety of Prosecco DOC produced, and it's now that the famous bubbles form in the wine. When the product is ready, the certification checks begins. Each batch of wine from all the wineries is subject to chemical and sensorial analysis to ensure all the criteria set by the production specification are met, and only then the wine is ready to be bottled and finally becomes Prosecco DOC. And now that we have our bottles, there is a bit of homework that I need you to do. Remember, Prosecco DOC is a wine meant to be drunk fresh, within 2 years from the harvest. And please note, not all Prosecco DOC are the same. And from extra brut to dry, it's all a matter of sweetness and balance. Prosecco DOC Brut Nature is the driest of all style, with a maximum sugar level of 3 grams for each liter. Then there is the extra brut, the extra dry, and the sweetest of all, the dry, with a maximum sugar level of 32 grams for each liter. You don't need to be an expert to recognize them. Just check well the labels, it will give you all the information needed, including traceability and authenticity for each bottle of Prosecco DOC. Freshness, acidity and persistent bubbles makes it not only the perfect wine to drink on a get-together, but also a great option at the dinner table and in the kitchen. Prosecco DOC is in fact delicious when paired with food, from cheeses, cured meats and seafood to delicious pasta and beyond. As you have seen, there's lots of craftsmanship behind each glass of Prosecco DOC, and it's thanks to the hard work of all the producers that we can get a wine that is so versatile. I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick journey from grape to glass with me, and that you will come to love Prosecco DOC as much as I do. Thank you for watching.